Hello, my name is Lenny Kraft, and I just wanted to do a short video to go through my Jet Li collection. I have done several other videos on YouTube, but they are much more in-depth on the correct copies to buy, and there's about 3 of them at 10 minutes apiece. So I just wanted to do a quick one that just went through each of them, so if you didn't want to watch for a whole time, you could see them quickly. I'm going to go through each movie just by the order that it was produced, and I'm just going to go through each movie, so thank you. The first Jet Li movie I have is the Shaolin Temple movie, the first of the 3 Shaolin Temple movies. That was his first movie produced. After Shaolin Temple, it was Kids from Shaolin. And then after the Kids from Shaolin movie, it was the first movie Jet Li produced, and he was in himself, Born to Defense. I like the first 2 movies better. This movie was definitely not the best. And then the third movie, Jet Li, Martial Arts of Shaolin. Very fun to watch. His next movie was called Dragon Fight. Takes place in, I think, San Francisco or somewhere in California. After Dragon Fight was the first Once Upon a Time in China movie. Next is Swordsman 2. The first Swordsman movie actually does not star Jet Li, so that's why it starts with Swordsman 2. Then next was Once Upon a Time in China 2. The second Once Upon a Time in China movie. By the way, the Once Upon a Time in China movies are a set of movies that feature the character Chinese folk hero Wong Fei-hung. Next was The Master with Jet Li. Again, takes place in San Francisco. He comes to find an old master of his. Next, after that, was Once Upon a Time in China 3. After Once Upon a Time in China 3, we have The Legend of Feng Sayuk, where Jet Li plays another Chinese folk hero, Feng Sayuk. After The Legend of Feng Sayuk, we have The Last Hero in China, which is kind of an unofficial continuation to the Wong Fei-hung Once Upon a Time in China movies. That would be Once Upon a Time in China 4. Then Feng Sayuk 2, another movie where Jet Li plays Feng Sayuk and continuing from Feng Sayuk 1. Next, we have Tai Chi Master, also known as the twin heroes or twin fighters or something like that, aka the other title. Then we have oh, my movie just fell right there, sorry about that. Next, Kung Fu Master, which has several other titles, including one is Deadly China Hero, same movie, different titles. And after that, New Legend of Shaolin, which is also known as The Legend of Red Dragon. The American copy was The Legend of Red Dragon. Next, The Bodyguard from Beijing, a remake of, well, a Chinese remake of The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. Next, one of Jet Li's best movies, The Fist of Legend. Jet Li's Fist of Legend, where he comes looking for Huan Jia, who he finds has been killed. Jet Li Enforcer, that's the American title. The Chinese title is My Father's a Hero. High Risk. The American title is known as Meltdown. It's kind of a Chinese Die Hard kind of a movie. And then we have Dr. Y and the Scripture with No Words. Kind of a weird fantasy kind of Jet Li movie. Then The Black Mask is the next Jet Li movie I have, The Black Mask. Once Upon a Time in China America, the final of the Wong Fei-hung movies, as 6. He actually did not play in Once Upon a Time in China 5. Next, one of the last Chinese movies for a while, Hitman. The American title is known as Contract Killer. Now the American movies, it gets more into the American movies about now. Somewhere in here, I forgot to put, he did his first American movie was the fourth Lethal Weapon movie. I have that, but I don't keep that with my other collections because it's all the Lethal Weapon movies. So he's also in Lethal Weapon. This next one is Romeo Must Die and Cradle of the Grave. Cradle of the Grave is DMX. Then one of my favorites, Kiss of the Dragon. And we have Jet Li, the One. You get to see Jet Li fight himself. And that's the Red Dragon, also known I had before as the New Legend of Shaolin. Next I have Hero, which is a good movie to have on Blu-ray. It's very colorful and lots of good scenery. And then we have Unleashed. Other titles is known as Danny the Dog. As Unleashed. Jet Li's Fearless, where he plays Huan Jia, another Chinese folk hero.
How are they, Gail? They're all these.
After that we have the movie War, which features Jason Statham and Jet Li in a movie. And then Warlords, which is another Chinese produced movie with Andy Lau. Forbidden Kingdom, probably the only time where Jackie Chan and Jet Li fight each other. Forbidden Kingdom, starring Jackie Chan and Jet Li. Jet Li also has his appearance as the Mummy King in The Mummy 3, the third Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser. And then the next movie is Expendables, where Jet Li teams up with Stallone and a bunch of other action heroes from the last decade or two. And then the most recent movies here is these are from China, is The Sorcerer and the White Snake, kind of a weird fantasy kind of movie. And then finally the most recent one, just finished in 2011, The Flying Sword of Dragon Gate. This movie is not in 3D, although it was in 3D in China. So that is the Jet Li collection, and I believe that's 37 titles, including Lethal Weapon 4, which I did not show here, but that also includes Jet Li. And that is my Jet Li collection. I guess the movie took a little longer than thought, but that was a lot of movies to go through. So thanks for listening, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. My husband.